Wow.
That's a
So
scene
good.
from Malcolm and Marie, and that's you and John David Washington. You star as a couple. Can you explain to the audience what is going on? Because I was saying to Ryan, in my mind, I'm like, oh, this is probably what it's like when Hollywood couples go home.
Yeah, I mean, it's essentially, it's about a filmmaker and his partner. They return home from, the premiere of his film, and he makes the mistake of forgetting to thank her. And it's essentially about the chaos that ensues in the night following this error. And it really, it dives into more of, that kind of leads to them unpacking a lot of different issues within their relationship. And it really is just them going at each other for quite a while until they decide to go to bed. So and yeah, I don't know. It was it felt like, to all of us, I think almost like a bit of a play, and that special feeling of being just two actors in one space. And it was an extremely collaborative process. I literally asked Sam to write it for me, and he would write 10 pages at a time, and then he'd call me and we'd talk about it for hours, and then he'd go write some more and then call me and we'd talk about it for hours. And it was, I mean, unlike anything I've ever been a part of, being able to like produce something, put my own money into something. It can be very scary, but I'm grateful that I did it.
But you mentioned that you go after
each
each other,
yeah.
but you really go after each other.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we really go after each other for sure. It's there's funny moments, there's heartbreaking moments, there's intense moments. I think, in a lot of ways, people will probably, find themselves in both of the characters at some point, whether they like that or not. But it really is about, I think, at least for me, it's about, it's about gratitude. It's about appreciating the ones in our life that make it possible to do what we do. And that, I think, has really been my overall like kind of message for this past year, is just being grateful for all these things and that we have, and being able to do the job that we get to do. It's so special, so at least that's my positive takeaway from their crazy night. If there is some positivity to be found.